Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'd like to talk to you about healthy routines. And I'm talking to you from the comfort of the bed I'm sleeping in because one of the most healthy routines that I know is to activate the communication between your conscious and subconscious and unconscious mind first thing in the morning. So one of the things that I do, and I recommend anyone who has ever encountered anxiety or low mood or any kind of wrestling with anger or jealousy or detracting thoughts from enjoying your life or being fully present in it, is to engage with your mind in this very special state between waking and sleeping. There's special brain waves that happen. I believe they're theta waves. We'll have to fact check that later. That are highly suggestive. And when you engage with highly suggestive brain states, you can create a relationship between an intention and an outcome. This is the mechanism behind hypnotherapy for stopping smoking, or special other types of therapy, such as EMDR that replicate REM sleep cycles through eye movement. It stimulates both regions, both hemispheres of the brain. Whereas normally, when we are awake, we only really operate with one at a time, mainly the left hemisphere. So, but our right hemisphere is always working. It's always retaining sights, images, impressions, emotional comprehension. But in our world, in our particular state of being, the emotional side doesn't get a lot of credit and attention as it rightly deserves, which is pretty hilarious and counterintuitive and sabotaging to me, as anybody who knows anything about human psychology understands that it's our emotion mind that often drives our actual decisions, and it takes a huge amount of discipline and training to engage the reasonable mind or the rational mind into to check that emotional impulse. The key to balancing this, I've found, is not to diminish or suppress the validity of the emotional mind, because the emotional mind knows what it needs in order to thrive. Emotional mind is just as important. It's essential for our happiness and well-being. And then once the emotion mind is heard and acknowledged, then you can bring in the thinking mind, a more traditional, reasonable mind. Do a kind of checks and balances, see what is feasible, see what isn't, and with detachment and with that kind of acceptance of every outcome, knowing that no one decision is any better or worse than anything else. We are all a living experiment. We are all a walking sense of the universe becoming aware of itself, you could say, or in place of universe, you could use the word non-dual reality in terms of a Buddhist perspective, or you could use God for many other faiths and philosophies and belief systems. So, with that said, yeah, usually between, depending on how much time I have, or again, don't try and judge it too significantly, 5 to 15 minutes to do a meditation. It can be a self-guided meditation. It can be a guided one. YouTube is wonderful as a resource bank of these forms of meditations. Know which structure you're interested in, which resonates with you. Pay attention to your selections, but again, don't obsess or overthink things. Notice how you feel when you're engaging in them, and as long as the intentions and the messages are one of acceptance, love, not denying the truth, not trying to push away, challenge, but to acknowledge and then successfully overcome challenge, can be incredibly beneficial for your mind. One of my favorite quotes that illustrates this concept is from a book by Rob Bresney called Pronoia. And it is, brainwash yourself before someone nasty beats you to it. So this is a form of really healthy brainwashing that isn't so much brainwashing in the sense of I'm going to control you and make you into a zombie so you do my bidding brain. It's a form of cultivating a direct line of communication with yourself. And 9 times out of 10, why people go to seek therapy, to seek healing of any kind, whether physical or emotional or psychological, is they have lost a direct connection to themselves in this way. So working with another human being in a supportive relationship, when you're open to receiving that energy and that unconditional acceptance and love, is a shortcut to speeding up this process of healing. But if you really want to get that lasting shift, beginning to do your individual work in tandem with that external relationship is incredibly fruitful. So thank you very much. I hope you engage with your emotion and reasonable mind equally today, so that you can experience your life and make all decisions from your wise mind place. My website is www.recreationhealing.ca, and if you'd like to read any of my articles, you're welcome to on medium.com/Jessica K. Bruun. Thanks very much. Bye now.